Hello everyone. Well, there's a pretty good chance of rain today in southeast Nebraska, but we've got to wait until the cold front arrives. So 8 a.m. this morning, no cold front, so we're just talking about a shower or two around at most. So most are going to have a dry morning commute, and that's going to be the story for lunchtime as well. Notice this model says completely dry at 11 a.m., and it's certainly a possibility. Even early afternoon, we're just talking about a shower or two around, most dry. Looks like today will be a little bit cooler than yesterday with more cloud cover around, but not dramatically cooler. Looks like most are going to be topping out in the low 80s, and there's not going to be too much wind around today, just a light breeze, gusts around 15 miles per hour. So the good chance of rain is going to be during the late afternoon and early evening hours. That's when this weak cold front is going to be working over us. So we're looking at 5 o'clock, homebound commute time, and notice a little bit more activity showing up. Though I've got to say, we're talking about scattered showers and storms during the late afternoon and early evening. So I can't guarantee that everyone's going to see rain, but I do think more are going to end up seeing rain than missing out. And notice for the homebound commute, not everyone is going to be seeing showers and storms, but I do need to mention the chance of encountering some heavy rain and lightning as you're driving home from work. You might get lucky, but I do need to mention it as a chance. The good thing is because this is a weak cold front, though I do expect heavy rain and lightning in spots during the late afternoon, early evening, I'm not worried about any severe storms. No damaging wind or damaging hail to worry about. So 6, 7, 8 o'clock, pretty good chance of rain. Doesn't look like there's any one area in particular that has a better chance of seeing activity more than others. But once we get past 8, 9 o'clock, the activity is going to already start dying down. So it's a very short window during the late afternoon, early evening, where we're going to have those scattered showers and storms. And notice by 11 o'clock, it's back to just some isolated showers. So let's look ahead to the Friday morning commute, and there's probably hardly going to be any clouds around. It does look completely dry, but notice the activity over to the west. So this front just barely making it over us, and it's actually going to stall out just to the west of us. So that does mean I've got to leave in a small chance, especially if the front ends up stalling out where it looks like it's going to now. If it ends up stalling out a little bit farther to us, we may stay completely dry. But assuming it stalls out just to the west of Grand Island, we might see some activity move back in later in the day on Friday, but completely dry in the early morning hours and probably for lunchtime as well. But see how the cloud cover is starting to pop back up in our area? And I'm going to start to mention the chance for a little bit of activity to drift in here once we get into the mid to late afternoon. And because the front is going to be stalled out to the west of us, I do have to say, the chance for rain definitely smaller tomorrow than today. If we're going to see some showers or maybe 1 or 2 storms pop up for tomorrow, the best chance is in the western part of the area. The farther west you live, the more likely it is you're going to see rain. The farther east you live, so places like Omaha, Nebraska City, Council Bluffs, the chance really small. Going to be difficult for these stray showers and storms to work into the most eastern part of the area. Now, also notice that temperatures tomorrow are going to be a repeat of today. Yes, we're talking about the low 80s again, but the difference is really the best way to describe this cold front is a dry front because the humidity is going to be lower tomorrow. So though temperatures are going to be the same, it's probably going to feel a little bit cooler because the humidity is going to be lower and there's going to be a little bit more wind tomorrow. We'll call it breezy with gusts around 20 miles per hour. Got to still mention the chance for a few stray showers during the evening hours on Friday, but it's not going to be much. The best chance in the western part of the area, and I do think by midnight Friday night we'll be completely dry.